Thank you so much. Hello, everyone, and good evening. It's looking like a great night tonight. Welcome to the Beethovenfest Campus Concert 2025. This program is brought to you by the Beethovenfest and in collaboration with Deutsche Welle. My name is Fatile Kamuloshi. I am delighted to be your host for tonight. I work at Deutsche Welle on the programs for Africa, and so I am so excited to be here today as the host because I am from the Gambia, the smallest country on mainland Africa, and our special guest for this year's Beethovenfest Campus project is the Big Brothers Nigeria. Please give them a huge round of applause. They're in fact watching us live on our YouTube channel on DW Classical Music. You can go there right now and watch this broadcast live. And of course, share the link with your friends as well. So if you're watching us all the way from Lagos, hello from Bonn. And I want to tell you that this program will be in English for that reason, because we are broadcasting for a global audience. But before I do anything, I want to invite on stage our special guest for tonight, Stephen Walter. He is the Artistic Director at Beethovenfest. And next we have Johan Rosenkrantz. He is Head of Culture at DW. Welcome on stage. We would have loved to have our Nigerian counterparts here, but they will also join us very soon. But first, I would like to start with you, Stephen. How do you feel tonight?
I feel great. I'm very much looking forward to this special premiere.
Right. I mean, we are in the heart of Bonn, and when you go into the city, you see Ludwig van Beethoven's photos everywhere, in museums, in cafes, you know, at the train station. He even has streets named after him. Tell us, why a whole concert in his honor?
Well, Beethoven is an icon of classical music and, of course, one of the most famous son of the city. For us as Beethovenfest, it's really the main thing. Our mission is to bring the spirit of Beethoven alive, which is a spirit of curiosity, of looking into the world and actually, yeah, going into the full breadth of classical music and contemporary music and popular culture, the way Beethoven did and the way we should today.
I mean, if we look at his works, they range from symphonies to piano sonatas to string quartets, chamber works. What exactly can young musicians learn from his fluidity and just critical and creative approach to sound?
Well, I think it's mostly the relentless search for new expressions of humanity that is really Beethoven's trademark. He was like one of the first who actually did these radical things with music and invented whole new forms of music making, plus his humanism, which shines through his music and I think can speak to us today a lot. And just the boundless curiosity for new forms and new sounds and new ways of connecting people through music.
You're right, we're going to see a lot of that today. But I just want to come to you, Jochen. DW has been at the heart of this partnership for years now. Why is it so important to be a part of a project like this as a global media?
I need your microphone. Yes. Thank you. Well, I mean, the campus project is not just a concert. It's a project about friendship, partnership, and about creativity. And it's all about open up your mind through music. And that's where DW comes in. DW is Germany's public international broadcaster, and we are delivering unbiased information in 32 languages around the globe. And our mission is to help people to build up their own opinion with free information. And this means that we deliver various perspectives on what's going on in the world. And this is similar to what we do here in this project. We put musicians from Germany together with musicians from other countries. And they have in this project their different perspectives on music. And they are working on eye level to create and arrange something completely new. And our effort is that we have this project with all these great musicians, and they deliver us like a wonderful evening like we have it today, and we have a lot of contributions from that for our international audience.
No, that's very important, because today we're going to see diverse talents. We're going to see different kinds of instruments here, from wind instruments, strings, drums. We have singers. What more can we expect tonight?
Well, I mean, we can expect a very, very overwhelming concert. In the beginning, I must say I was a bit skeptical.
Okay.
Yes, because a year ago when my editorial team told me, okay, our idea is we send 6 of the best young musicians from Germany to Nigeria to meet 6 of the best young musicians from Nigeria. And we combine classical music with Afrobeat, YORÚBÁ chanting. And I thought, okay, sounds a bit weird. Is it really going to happen? And then we put Ade BANTU, we asked Ade BANTU, and he immediately accepted the challenge. Oh. And this was really good, because what they have created it's overwhelming.
Yeah. That's the word, overwhelming. Thank you so much, Stephen, and of course, Stephen and Johan. I'm pretty sure today is going to be a fantastic night. You can join the crowd and as well enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
And I've just been informed that our special guest, a VIP guest for tonight from the Nigerian Embassy, Madam Chioma Aisha Okori-Aidara, is in fact with us here. Thank you so much, and you're welcome, madam. Okay, you can join me for a quick one. Yes, it's very important that we have at least a representative from the Nigerian Embassy, because today they are our special guests. The musicians come from Nigeria, diverse talent, rich culture. When we talk about the big brothers, we're always so excited. Tell me, what exactly can we hope for regional partnerships in this delight? I'll hold it for you.
Oh, thank you so very much, and good evening, everyone. Nigeria is here, so we are happy to, I'm proud to be in Germany to start with, before we start talking about the partnership, which of course I know is always very, very key and very important. So when we participate in this kind of musical programs, it gives us an opportunity to collaborate. And it's, of course, with this, we are also in a position to highlight the diversity that defines Nigeria's cultural identity, which each of our many groups contributing unique rhythms, instruments, and styles to a vibrant national heritage. As a diplomat, I see music as more than an entertainment. It is a tool of cultural diplomacy that communicates our values of unity. It's our resilience and creativity without words. Such collaboration not only strengthens pride among Nigerians, but also international audiences to engage our culture on a deeper human level.
Very well. And I'll just come in there because that's very important. In terms of today, what can we expect from Nigeria's culture, Nigeria's tradition, but most importantly, Nigeria's artistry?
What you can expect is the best.
Exactly.
Yes, what you can expect is the best. I'm sure Ade BANTU is in the house. Is he here?
He is.
Ade BANTU, is he here? He is one of our very best. Fortunately enough, we share Ade BANTU with Germany, and we are proud to share him with Germany. We are very, very proud to be associated with him. And there is a lot. Nigerian music is a fusion. It's a fusion of all cultures. It's a fusion of all religions. It's a fusion of all tribes. It's a fusion of all ethnicity. And it's a fusion of our thoughts. It's a fusion of our integrity. When we play, you will see that in our music. When you play that music, you see the love. You see everything combined. And it's a way, it's an invitation. When we play, we invite. When you hear us play music, there is nothing else you want to do other than to be associated with a country called Nigeria, a unique, vibrant, and the best country in the whole wide world. I stand here to say that we remain the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. What a great way to start this concert. You may take your seat. Indeed, it's going to be an overwhelming night, you can see. And so, we are now at the start of it all. We're about to witness the results of months of valuable intercultural exchange. 20 years of the Beethovenfest Campus Project. First time in Nigeria. Beethoven meets Afrobeat. I want you to join me, welcome on stage musicians from the National Youth Orchestra Germany, from the Museum Center Lagos, from the German-Nigerian band BANTU and their leader BANTU.
Undertakers and enablers, many and deadly, ready to strike at the slightest opportunity. Sweet snake charming mouth, then go youths cast away your suspicion and doubts. Hoodwink your senses, confuse and knock you out. Before you realize, before you know, then go drag you down, enter stagnation show. Now back to unrefined, regressive leadership, embellished with showmanship.
Every inch of progress, they must reverse some 10 times backwards. Slaughter our dreams, our hopes and aspirations, 10 times backwards. Every inch of progress, they must reverse some 10 times backwards. Slaughter our dreams, our hopes and aspirations, 10 times backwards.
When this nightmare go ends, when we go balance and extract ourselves from these annoying trends, every time we see small silver lining, one sadistic opportunist surely must step in together with their gang, then go hijack our protest, steal our thunder, kill our movements. Now the memo of coup plotters That's my people for Mali, Burkina, and Conakry.
Every inch of progress, they must reverse some 10 times backwards. Sons our dreams, our hopes, and aspirations 10 times backwards. Every inch of progress, they must reverse some 10 times backwards. Sons our dreams, our hopes, and aspirations 10 times backwards. Them go cross stagnate and frustrate all our expectations. Them go cross stagnate and frustrate all our expectations. Them go cross stagnate and frustrate all our expectations. Them go cross stagnate and frustrate all our expectations. Every inch of progress.
cast your votes. Frustrate you finish, make you self-implode. When they come at your dignity, kidnap humanity, turn you to animal, fighting for survival.
Loyalty, na cash and carry.
Objection.
Na mortuary. Everybody gets agenda. We the mercenary enterprise. Loyalty, na cash and carry.
Objection.
Na mortuary. Everybody gets agenda. We the mercenary enterprise.
Their heart no pure, their ways no clean. Them the human blood traders, anti-progress machine. Them murder for like it, blow up Telegiwa. Play us like Maga, make we no remember. Now them by the leadership of Street Delta Trade Union, finish Nigeria for generations to come.
Loyalty, na cash and carry.
Objection.
Na mortuary. Everybody gets agenda. We the mercenary enterprise. Loyalty, na cash and carry.
Objection.
Na mortuary. Everybody gets agenda. We the mercenary enterprise.
Now who you go trust when our crooks be your leaders? Liars and cheaters, keeping ultimate winners. Prosperity worship, now our motto. Instead of hard work, we dey cut corner bone. Prayer and fasting should never replace sweat. Cause nothing like conscience when money that borrow your sense.
Loyalty, na cash and carry.
Objection.
Na mortuary. Everybody gets agenda. We the mercenary enterprise. Loyalty, na cash and carry.
Objection.
Na mortuary. Everybody gets agenda. We the mercenary enterprise. shout, we must scream. We must fight, we must win. We don't go green, we don't go green. We don't go green, we don't go green. We must shout, we must scream. We must fight, we must win. We don't go green, we don't go green. We don't go green, we don't go green.
You can't stop the fury of the irate downtrodden. Can't stop the fire from raging and burning. For too long we've been suffering, begging and hoping, clamoring for change that's never forthcoming. We are done with your cunning, your conquer dividing, your system of terror that keeps on oppressing.
We must shout, we must scream. We must fight, we must win. We don't go green, we don't go green. We don't go green, we don't go green. We must shout, we must scream. We must fight, we must win. We don't go green, we don't go green. We don't go green, we don't go green.
There's nothing like fear when there's nothing to lose. We've gone through enough in embrace and abuse. Time is up, time is now. Take a stand, cannot bow. Rally all, no matter how. Got to make sure that we're free from their hypocrisies, anti-people policies, big man disease, and their power Ponzi schemes.
We must shout, we must scream. We must fight, we must win. We don't go green, we don't go green. We don't go green, we don't go green. We must shout, we must scream. We must fight, we must win. We don't go green, we don't go green. We don't go green, we don't go green.
If there's no justice, there's no peace. We ain't here to negotiate any calmer ease. You can call your army or you're going with the police. We stand fast as we march the streets. Silent ain't an option when inflation, last frustration, got you in a chokehold. Down on your knees and our politicians give the middle finger while they shoot the breeze. Injustice in Nigeria is amongst one of the worst on this planet. We shall not be silenced. As long as there's an ongoing conflict in Congo, in Sudan, in Myanmar, in Gaza, we shall not be silenced. As long as the silent majority does not stand up against fascism, racism, and genocide, we shall not be silenced.
Till we're free.
Thank you so much. And Ade, I want you to come right here and join me here. He is our German-Nigerian, the creative director of the BANTU band. One more time for Ade. I mean, he serves as the bridge here, right? We do not want anything to get lost in translation. So tell me, what have we just seen? Egmont, side by side with BANTU. Would you say we just did the unthinkable here?
Most definitely, this is a dream come true for all of us, and I speak for the Nigerian contingent and probably for the young Germans as well. And it took a bit of a while to figure it out, but I think it works perfectly well, especially Beethoven's Egmont and his fight against injustice and him taking a stand with his music, you know, and combining that with what we do as well with our music, where we also take our stand. So it's a perfect combination, and we're in dialogue.
Yeah, and I just wanted us to I mean, yeah, Beethoven's Egmont, not to talk about the complexity of it all. And I'm glad that you said in the beginning it wasn't easy, because this is a masterpiece. And just tell me how that resonates with you, your story, and the music you stand for today, and the band.
I can definitely relate to the story behind it, and also the fact that it was written for Goethe's opera. So it is something that is very dear to my heart. And considering the state of affairs, not only in Nigeria, but globally, you know, it's the perfect sound or the perfect song, the perfect composition to kind of like relate to the madness around us, you know.
And is this the first time the band is encountering a Beethoven performance? Tell us about that and your background in itself, German-Nigerian background. How do you bring this mixture into the music you do?
Wow, I don't think too much, I just do. But in this particular instance, we really had to get out of our comfort zone, because we're not usually that stiff. You know, everything is kind of regimented, and you have to abide to certain rules. You can't bend or break them. So with that said, I put on my German hat, and then I said, okay, los geht's, you know, that kind of thing.
Yes. I agree. And of course, before I let you go, we're about to see a very iconic performance, German folklore and Nigerian folklore. I mean, growing up, we hear, folklore rather, folk music, in fact. And I wanted to say, growing up, we've been hearing folklore. You know, this is the way stories are passed down through generations, through oral tradition. But now we're taking it to music. What do we expect from such a performance, especially when these two cultures are going to do it together?
We gave it a unique twist. So what happened was, we have a traditional Yoruba folk song, which we gave to a German composer to reinterpret, and we got the German folk song to give it an African twist, you know, and that's when it gets interesting, you know, and then when you get back the score sheets and you're like, whoa, okay, let the mission begin.
Let the mission begin. And we're about to hear a child that despises his mother, which is a Nigerian folklore, Omoto Moyare Lójú, and a German folk music, which is Die Gedanken sind frei, thoughts are free. And once again, BANTU and the band, and of course, our Youth Federal Orchestra of Germany.